Hey there, happy Monday. This is Lynn, and today is my weekly check in. And I've just finished 88 weeks, oh my goodness, on the carnivore diet. And getting a little bit of late start doing this video today, but I wanted to check in. I have been working all week on getting caught up from being back home after our trip to Arizona, and I loved doing the update last week because there was so much fun stuff to report, and we just had a wonderful time. But I'm back, just doing my normal thing, and so I had an interesting week. It was very low key compared to before, just doing a whole lot with Healing Humanity, but I did go clothes shopping over the weekend, and it was, I'm not a big fan of clothes shopping. I never have been, but most of the time it was because I wore like a 3 and a 4X and just couldn't stand clothes shopping because nothing fit me and nothing felt good on me at all. But I went clothes shopping because I needed a new pair of sweats, and I needed some more sweaters. I got this sweater and some other things, but it was kind of cool because I'm still kind of pinching myself. Like, I automatically just want to go to the plus size section, and it's nice to not have to do that. So like this sweater that I got is a size medium, and like I tried on some sweaters and they were all too big and they were size large. Like, okay, this is weird. This is a little bit surreal, but yeah. So my sweaters are medium, and some of the tops I tried on were like a medium or a large, depending on how they fit. But that's just so weird to me. Like, I just like, I look at the clothes, I hold it up and I go, this looks too small for me. So I just have that body dysmorphia. But usually my body dysmorphia is that I think, like, I see myself as thinner than I really am. But for some reason, it's completely the opposite with clothes. I look at clothes and I go, there's no way I'm going to fit into that. No, not a chance. And then I'm surprised when it fits. So I don't know. Like, our perception of ourselves can be so weird, right? It's like, yeah, I don't get it, but that's kind of a thing that I deal with. So I guess I just have to try things on. I have to look at something hanging on the hanger and just go, I guess I'll find out if this fits. But that was cool. So I bought quite a few, some new sweaters, a couple new tops, and found my pair of sweats. And again, it was just like, okay, maybe I should go to the plus section because it's pants. But I just grabbed like a women's extra large, and it fit fine with plenty of extra room. I like them a little loose. And that was just weird because it was actually kind of loose. And I thought, this is just so strange. Like, I have to pinch myself. But so yeah, so I've got my sweats, and I've got my sweaters and tops, and I decided just for the heck of it to try a size 14 pair of Levi's jeans, because I've been wearing my size 16, which I got, and I was a 28 before. So like, I think my highest was about a 28. And so it was just really crazy and weird to even fit into a size 16. And I've noticed that my 16s, like, after I wash them, they're great. They fit fine, but pretty soon they're pretty loose and they're feeling baggy. And I feel like I got a lot of room in them. So I figured I'm just going to try a size 14 Levi's jeans. And yeah, they were a bit tight, but I was able to get them on, get them zipped up, buttoned up, and they actually, I they fit. But I figured, I think I need another 10, 15 pounds or so before I feel like go out and spend more money on jeans, because like the jeans were like $60. I'm not spending $60 on jeans that I don't need right now. So, but it was so cool just to be able to actually fit in them and to be able to zip them up. Like, wow, that was quite an accomplishment as far as I'm concerned. So that was kind of interesting. That was fun. I'm not saying I like clothes shopping still, but it's just something that I'm getting used to. And to actually look at clothes and go, wow, I can actually, like, I have some choices. Because I remember I used to get these big baggy, well, not really baggy, but loose moo type t-shirts. They were always had to be really long because they had to cover as much as possible. And yeah, so it's just kind of new for me. But that was kind of fun. Um, Coming back from Arizona, one thing I've noticed and is that I I struggle with dizziness, and I think part of it, I'm more and more thinking it might be related to my sinuses. And because the whole time I was in Arizona, I wasn't dizzy at all. And with my mast cell activation syndrome, reacting to weather is still something that's out of my control. I'm really good when it comes to food. I don't have food reactions. I don't have the throat swelling, but I am still sensitive when it comes to weather and the barometric pressure and dampness. And also, I'm still trying to detoxify the mycotoxins from my, being testing twice positive for mycotoxins. It's getting better, but I don't know if maybe something here in the Pacific Northwest, because it's damp, it's winter time, it flares things up for me. But I noticed I was not dizzy at all in Arizona, and I came back to Washington and I am dizzy a lot. So that's been frustrating. So I'm gonna have to get with my naturopathic doctor, find out, like, is there something I should be doing differently? Right now I keep telling Dave, let's go back to Arizona and let's just spend the winter there. That'd be nice, because I do a lot better here when the weather is nice and it's warm, but the winter has been a little bit of a challenge. So I'm hoping that I can get an answer to that, and because I love it here. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. Don't want to have to leave, but maybe we're going to end up being one of those retirees that winters over in Arizona where it's dry. Give my sinuses a little bit of a break. But at least now I can see there's a comparison between, like, that I can see that it is weather, because sometimes I wonder, like, when I'm here all the time and all of a sudden I'm dealing with dizziness, and I've always wondered, is it my eyes, is it my sinuses, is it the pressure in my head? I don't know. I'm starting to think, yes, that's probably what it is, because otherwise I would have experienced it there too, and I didn't. So I guess I can be happy that I think I have an answer. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure I have an answer. So that's something I learned. Another thing that is from this week, which I'm a little bit irritated at myself, and this is the last thing. This is going to be a short video, but this is the last thing before I go into my results. I'm a little bit irritated with myself because, like anybody who tends to be addictive, have an addictive personality, and dealing with food addiction, it's so easy to kind of fall back into things. Now, I have not had any problems with carb cravings. I have problems with dairy, and I love cheese, and I was doing really good and not having any dairy. And then I was doing dairy when I was in Arizona, but I was walking a lot and I was doing, a lot. And I did gain a little bit of weight, just a tiny little bit of weight in Arizona. But as I've been back home, I've been watching my weight. And yesterday, my weight was a whole pound down from what it was today. And I'm not sure if I sabotaged myself, because last night I ate a whole bunch of cheese. Like, maybe the last couple days I've been eating a whole bunch of cheese. And I wonder with cheese if it just triggers cravings, just like sugar and some other things. I know that there's lactose, which is sugar in cheese. So am I triggering cravings by eating cheese? I suspect that I am. I hear from people all the time about how cheese will trigger their cravings, and you'll start to crave cheese. Just like when I was doing the Zevias, which have stevia in it, it was triggering cravings for more Zevias. It seems like when I eat cheese, it triggers cravings for more cheese. And so it's just a constant struggle. It just seems like it is like a never-ending struggle. Like, I do really good, and then I slip up with cheese, and then I have to work hard to get back where I need to be when it comes to cheese. So I'm going to report on my results, and what I weighed in today is a whole pound more than what I weighed in yesterday. So I'm a little bit irritated at myself. But it's okay. It means that when I have no cheese today and maybe no cheese tomorrow, it should go back down. Fingers crossed, because I'm so tired of being stuck where I am. Okay, so for today's results, I weighed in this morning at 229.2, which is 0.6 down from last week. So it's down half a pound. It's trending in the right direction. My fat-free body weight stayed exactly the same. So my fat loss for the week was 0.6 pounds. No change in muscle, no change in bone, and no change in fluid just from one week to the next. My visceral fat did drop back down, because I remember last week I was commenting how it went from 16 back up to 17 because I gained a little bit of weight. It's back down to 16. So I'm happy about that. And honestly, for the last handful of days, I have been feeling emptier inside. So I was like, feeling thinner in my core. So I'm not surprised that the visceral fat number went down. So I'm really happy about that. I always love it when I lose visceral fat, and I'm still reaching for 11, which is the number where I'm finally in the acceptable range. I can't wait until I get more of these numbers into the acceptable range and to see if that darn metabolic age will go down. Here's my fear, and I hate using the word fear, but it's a little bit of a fear. When I turned 56, my metabolic age went from 62 to 63 because my scale knows my birthday because it's in my app. So guess what's coming up in April? My birthday again. So I'm a little nervous that if I don't get more of these numbers where they need to be by April 11th, which is my birthday when I turned 57, that metabolic age is going to suddenly be 64. I don't want that. I want it to be going down. And so far it's been doing nothing but go up as I have birthdays. So it's like, even though I've lost, so my total loss on the scale is 110.4 pounds. So even though I've lost that much on the scale, I still have plenty of fat to lose. Just not there yet. 229 pounds is still too heavy. I'm still overweight, even though I can celebrate all of the wins and I can celebrate the fact that I have a functional body. I want to have a very, very healthy body. So I still have work to do. And I know I'll get there. It's going to take the time, and it's going to take me not eating cheese, I'm sure. That's part of it. But it would be nice if my metabolic age would not go up on my next birthday, but I'm kind of anticipating that it will, because it is taking me a very long time to get the metrics into the right range. And at the pace I'm going, I just don't know that it's going to happen by April. We'll see. I mean, maybe I need to start lifting weights and maybe build more mitochondria in my muscles, which can help with my metabolism. That may be what I need to do, because I've been walking, and Lindy and I are doing a step challenge. I've been doing great. Not every day is great, but I'd have a lot of days where I'm over 6,000 steps, which for me is great because my steps were in the hundreds before I started losing weight. And then even being carnivore, it was a struggle for me to get between 2,000 and 3,000. So I'm getting over 6,000 now very often. I'd say most days, maybe 5 days of the week, I'm over 6,000. So that's a huge improvement. But it's not giving me that resistance with my muscles. So maybe I need to start doing the resistance bands, lifting some weight, doing difficult things with my muscles to get that mitochondria revved up and to build new mitochondria and to ramp up my metabolism. So we'll see. I need some encouragement to do it. I'm just going to have to really motivate myself. And it has, my why for doing the carnivore diet was for my mast cell activation syndrome. And so I need to have a really good why for doing that exercise. And maybe it's just fixing my metabolism. Sorry, I just bumped my water bottle. my metabolism still needs more fixing. Okay, so as I said, since the beginning, which was my first weigh-in was May 31st of 2023, which was a couple days after I started the carnivore diet. I weighed in at 339.6. I'm now 229.2. So that's 110.4 pounds loss on the scale. But I have gained 27 pounds of good tissue. That includes 25.6 pounds of muscle, 1.8 pounds of bone. And so overall, the difference is fluid. So I've lost like half a pound of fluid. So that means my actual fat loss since the beginning is 137.4 pounds of fat. And as always, that is for me something to celebrate. And to celebrate just all of the amazing changes. No more anaphylactic reactions. My skin is looking healthy compared to before. I have some new viewers here, some new subscribers. Welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I will post a picture somewhere, or maybe just plunk it over me, of my rosacea. For those of you who haven't seen it before, it was horrible. And I'm not wearing any makeup, and I never wear makeup when I do these videos because I want you to see this is my face without makeup. That was my face before without makeup. Makeup did nothing. I couldn't cover that. It was impossible to cover that. And it was really mortifying to be out in public looking like that and just to feel so self-conscious, but to know that was a reflection of the inflammation in my body. And I had head to toe inflammation from my brain down to my bones, my gut, my heart, my lungs, my bladder, just everything. Muscle, skin, joints, everything. So the healing has been incredible. And so I don't ever want to take that for granted. Never. And so I'm so grateful that I have been on the carnivore diet. I'm so grateful for everything that has happened in my life over the past almost 2 years now. It's absolutely incredible. So I will just continue to work, continue to do what I've been doing, make those tweaks, and, keep going. And I'm so grateful for Healing Humanity. I'm so grateful to be very intimately involved with working with them. It's been such a blessing, and I know that some of you are on our Healing Humanity Life site. It's been wonderful getting to know you, being on the Zoom calls, and getting to actually see you face to face. That's awesome. I love it. So anyways, I think that's it for today, and I hope everyone's having an absolutely wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, Kerry here, and you are currently watching one of my favorite YouTube channels. So great job, but if you need just a little bit more inspiration on your healing journey, we have a new membership site that I'm excited to share with the world. It is at healinghumanity.life. There is a link with a special promo code offer in the description below. At our membership site, you can be inspired to find a path to healing. We have courses that you can take at your own pace. We have an amazing community. We do multiple Zoom calls per week. We even bring in the good doctors, experts for your Q&As. Most of all, we have an amazing community that's here to support you, keep you motivated, and keep you inspired. Learn more at the link in the description below, healinghumanity.life.